Broadcom just reminded the market it's not here for small talk. The stock popped, analysts kept their banners waving, and the AI backlog numbers read like a phone number for hyperscalers. If you want chips, cloud, and drama rolled into one tidy thesis, sit back because this episode is for you. On Friday, Broadcom shares rose roughly 2.5%, finishing the session at about $351.71 after swinging between the low $340s and mid $350s. The pop handily outpaced many other chip names, which were mixed on the day. Some big peers lagged while Broadcom kept charging forward. That jump wasn't random. It came as investors digested fresh industry optimism, including TSMC's upbeat reports, and the sell side continued to signal Broadcom as a top play for 2026. Think of Friday as Broadcom putting a flag on a hill while other hill climbers paused for a water break. That flag said, "We're still in the AI race, and we've got the orders to prove it." Jefferies keeps the torch, Blaine Curtis's bull case. Jefferies analyst Blaine Curtis publicly reiterated Broadcom as his top chip pick for 2026, keeping an aggressive price target in place. The firm's prior coverage and subsequent write-ups put the target in the high hundreds for the year. The Jefferies thesis is simple. Broadcom's custom ASICs and ASIC-related systems are sitting at the heart of hyperscaler AI infrastructure, and revenue visibility from large multi-quarter orders makes the company a standout for investors wanting AI exposure without being pure-play GPU. Barron's and other outlets covered Curtis's stance and the enthusiasm on the street. If the AI infrastructure build-out were a pyramid, Jefferies argues Broadcom owns several of the key blocks near the base, the ones every architect needs before anything else gets stacked on top. 3. The TSMC effect. Why Foundry news reverberates all the way to Broadcom. When TSMC publishes strong results or raises CapEx outlooks, the ripple reaches ASIC designers, board makers, switch manufacturers, and finally system integrators. That's because foundry capacity dictates how many advanced chips can be produced. More chips flowing to hyperscalers means more servers, more switches, and more Broadcom-designed ASICs moving from order to delivery. TSMC's recent upbeat quarter helped calm fears about temporary air pockets in AI demand and acted as a green light for the supply chain to accelerate, a perfectly timed macro tailwind for Broadcom and its chip peers. TSMC is the fueling depot. When it announces more fuel, the convoy behind it picks up speed. By the way, if you are getting some benefit from this content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to us, and hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more, so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. The numbers that matter: Q4, Q1 guidance, and a staggering backlog. This is the core of the story. Broadcom's recent quarterly results painted a picture of very strong AI demand. Q4 revenue, roughly $18.0 billion, up strongly year over year. AI semiconductor revenue jumped about 74% year over year in the quarter, and management said AI chip sales are a major growth driver. Q1 guidance. Broadcom guided revenue to about $19.1 billion for the next quarter, a beat versus consensus estimates. AI chip run rate. Management forecast AI semiconductor revenue around $8.2 billion for Q1, or implied to double year over year. AI infrastructure backlog. CEO commentary and filings referenced an enormous AI-related order backlog, on the order of $70 to $75 billion to be recognized over coming quarters. Those numbers aren't just big, they're tectonic. $8.73 billion-ish backlog is the kind of figure that forces planners in data centers to pick up the phone to Broadcom and ask, how fast can you deliver? That visibility turns a cyclical quarter into a multi-quarter cadence. Why the stock rallied, combining sentiment, data, and analyst signals. Put the pieces together, and you get a classic market cocktail: strong top-line numbers, a bullish research desk keeping the name as a top pick, and a foundry TSMC telling the market that production demand looks durable. That combo makes investors comfortable buying into a chip company that's not just riding AI hype. It's getting paid to build the parts the hyperscalers need. Add a bit of reallocation ahead of earnings season, and the result is a plus 2.5% day for Broadcom, while the broader indexes tread water. When evidence lines up, sales beat, guidance beat, and analysts keep calling you the franchise pick, even cautious institutional funds lift pencils and start buying. The margin conversation: not all orders are created equal. Here's the nuance. Broadcom is selling lots of high-margin custom ASICs, but as the company grows into system sales and ships more integrated AI systems, margins can shift by product mix. Management warned and market commentators noted that systems and more complete AI deployments sometimes carry lower gross margins than pure ASIC chips because system assembly, logistics, and services dilute unit margins. So, while the backlog is impressive, the margin mix and timing of revenue recognition are the next place investors will scrutinize. That's why some intraday volatility follows headline revenue beats. Investors parse the quality, not just the quantity, of the orders. Selling a microchip is like selling a VIP concert ticket. Selling the full stadium production is pricier to run and sometimes less profitable per ticket. Competitive landscape: why Broadcom's ASIC edge matters. Broadcom's moat is its expertise in custom ASICs and high-performance networking silicon. Hyperscalers often prefer custom ASICs for latency, efficiency, and energy reasons. Broadcom's design wins with major cloud players mean it often becomes a default partner for networking and switching at scale. Competitors exist: NVIDIA for accelerators, Marvel for some networking, others for CPUs, but Broadcom's integrated ASIC plus software approach positions it as a uniquely scalable supplier for hyperscaler needs. That positioning is what Jefferies and other bulls point to when they put the firm at the top of their chip lists. If AI is a race, Broadcom supplies the custom wheels and shock absorbers that make the cars faster, not just the engine. For traders, Friday's high and close around $351.71 set a fresh short-term reference. Breakouts above intraday ranges on volume attract momentum players. The stock swing between the $344s and $354s suggests buyers are comfortable defending dips. If the tape keeps respecting Q1 guidance and the AI backlog story holds, technical momentum could help push the name into the mid-$400s, a zone many sell-side price targets eyeball as reasonable upside given current estimates. But remember, tape moves fast and earnings reactions can be violent when margins are discussed. Note this as well. Revelation 14 verses 7 to 8 tells us that fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. I implore you to fear God and obey his law, for the time is near and judgment is near. Worship the true God, the creator of heaven and earth. Want more information about the book of Revelation? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage us to continue bringing to you more information and insights. Do not miss out on our future videos. All I am asking is your subscription. Thank you for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's protection and care. With God, all things are possible. Luke 1 verse 37.